Heat not out of it yet. Chicago turnover.
Well, that was a tough choice for Scottie Pippen. He threw that long diagonal cross-courter to Horace Grant. Too high. Really should have put the ball in the hands of B.J. Armstrong. Tried to break down the press. The middle is wide open on the Miami press.
Steal by Grant. Pippen to Armstrong. And he'll go to the line as Shaw fouled it. This, by the way, is the first time the Miami Heat has ever scored over 100 points against Chicago.
Well, we talked about hustle points. We talked about offensive rebounds, and how about deflections and steals. Now it's just a matter of making a good choice at the other end. Yes, Michael Jordan. Double yes. Loves to see his teammates involved.
Has a luncheon appointment in Chicago tomorrow. Doesn't want to stay over if he can avoid it. Heat trying to make him miss that appointment. Bulls by 6. 3:11 to go in the game. Cycling sees that it's open and crosses the line himself. Smith. Cycling knocked it loose. Long down hard. He'll go to the line. That's on Cartwright.
Pretty quick shot by Steve Smith. A lot of time left in the ball game. No need to get too excited here. He didn't really have a good long look at it. No really, not really a good opportunity for any offensive rebounds on that box. I think he got just a little excited there.
Cartwright just got his 5th foul with 3 minutes to go in the game. Right after this one, out to Los Angeles, Trailblazers and the Lakers. And Long has hurt this team from the free throw line. I guess he's just exhausted. We saw the other night, I did the Boston-Indiana game, and Boston and Indiana missed 31 free throws, and they're the first and third best free throw shooting teams in the league. And Miami is right up there. They're tied for third in the league.
Tied for third with Indiana, but you know, it's a strange game that you play when you get into the playoffs. There's a little thing called Ms. Rudolph's monkey paw, and that puts a lot of pressure on you.
Bulls by 5. Pippen's pushed and misses the layup. That is he was in the act of shooting, but the Heat are now over the limit. Fourth quarter, San Antonio, Phoenix by 7. And Cycli now has 5 personal fouls. Scottie Pippen with 29, make it 30 points tonight. Michael Jordan with 48. I add that up to 78 points between the two.
Well, see, what you don't realize with this team is because they're so workmanlike, they do things in a calculated fashion. They are very, very precision-like in what they do. They are very unemotional. There's not a lot of French pastry on the things that they do. They play great defense. They create extra opportunities, extra possessions, and eventually it wears you down.
Just like that. Now 11 seconds on the shot clock for Miami. 2:38 to go in the game, and the Heat having trouble getting any kind of look at the basket at all.
If I were to say one thing to this Miami Heat team, as we see Glenn Rice,
that's a pretty good look,
find himself wide open for a nice, easy dunk.
It's only a 5-point lead with 2:32 to go, but the world champion Bulls have defended a lot of 5-point leads in 2.5 minutes.
I started to say, if I was going to say something to the Miami Heat, you know, you've had a great year, you've learned a lot of lessons, but understand this, if you ever want to sniff at an NBA championship, it's got to be done defensively.
Rice got a monster pick. He was just knocked loose by Grant. Big offensive board by Pippen. New shot clock for the Bulls, up by 5.
There's that wonderful leadership from Michael Jordan saying, let's eat some time up.
And I'll get the bucket in the paint.
And I'll make it half 100. Or as we used to say on the playground, half a rock.
Half a rock for Michael tonight. 111-104, 153 remaining in the game. Miami Heat came in here tonight for their first playoff game in their team's history. They believed they could win, and for 3 quarters, everybody in this building believed they could win. 6 on the shot clock for the foul.
There's the wonderful leadership of Michael Jordan telling his team what to do. Let's eat up a little clock here. Let's make sure we get a really good basket. And you know what, guys? I'll do it. Hello.
You know, with the 3-point shooting ability of this Miami Heat team, I'm not going to be the one to say it's over yet. Only 7 points down, 1:41 remaining.
Well, I look for Kevin Lockery to take this game out, to use his timeouts, to set up his 3-point shot plays. He's got good 3-point shooters. Maybe play a little offense, defense. Do anything you can to take the game out. Try to stay in the game. Give yourself a chance to win down the stretch.
Cycling has made it a 5-point game with 1:41 to go.
Right now, it's Joe Bob. It's all about stops. They need a stop.
There's the trap. Got there very late.
So you want someone else to shoot the ball.
Pippen.
You don't want this guy to shoot it, and you don't want Michael to shoot it.
6 on the shot clock. Michael's going to shoot it. And drain it. 52 for Michael. 1:19 to go. Bulls by 7. Rice from 15 had the double clutch. Rice gets it back and gets the bounce. Still 5-point game. 1:06 remaining. Chicago with 3 timeouts and a 20, and Miami with only their 3 fulls remaining. To shoot.
Major stop for the Miami Heat.
Loose ball foul, Chicago.
There it is. Major stop.
Oh my.
Full foul number 33, Scottie Pippen.
You're going to be begging us to stop here if the Lakers can put up some kind of heroic battle against the Blazers. Blazers up 2-0 in that series. That's right after this one. We go out to the West Coast. Pete Van Wieren, A.B. Brown have the game for you. And Long, who has struggled from the free throw line tonight, he's only 2 of 4 there.
Right now, Kevin Lockery's got to be thinking, do I want to be in this trap? The Bulls have been able to handle the trap. Long has been devastating on the free throw line. It would have been a situation where if he'd have made his free throws, we might be looking at a small Miami Heat lead right now. But when they get to the other end, it's crucial to make someone else shoot the ball. Not Pippen, not Jordan.
Bulls by 4, 47 seconds. Armstrong and Grant had it 2 on 3. Armstrong now used some time and a quick whistle and the foul on Grant Long. That's his 4th.
Penalty.
Long is simply exhausted.
You had 2, maybe 3 possessions left, Bob, and that's kind of an early foul there for such a good free throw shooter. He's almost a 90% free throw shooter. Maybe they'll throw the ball away. Maybe they'll miss a shot. Now you come down, score, hit a 2 or a 3. You have a 2 or a 1-point game. Instead, you're going to be looking at a bigger deficit.
Well, the Miami Heat, 40.9 seconds away from seeing their first trip to the playoffs end. Michael with a chat with Glenn Rice here saying this is how it goes in the playoffs, young man. Michael and Glenn Rice are bumping each other, and Michael sneaked in to the line.
Well, he really set up Steve Smith. He got in that little bumping match with him and got the inside position for that famous dive to the free throw line by Michael Jordan. Watch the veteran Michael Jordan set up the rookie Steve Smith. He's talking to him, chatting with him, making him forget about what his defensive assignment is. Now he says to the ref, all of this is a con job, because what Michael wants to do is take that free pass to the basket in case the free throw is missed. That's unbelievable. All the way to the end, he's working every single edge that he can get.
1:15-109 Bulls, 40.9 seconds remaining in this ball game. Well, the Miami Heat step ahead of the other expansion teams, Orlando, Charlotte, and Minnesota now, with their first trip to the playoff games. And Lockery said, of course, we wanted to get a playoff victory, but even being in the playoffs is certainly worth